It only measures voltage, okay?
High impedance.
But how does it measure voltage? High impedance? What about the voltage? In the analog meter, the resistance actually changed with the scale you were on. That is not true in a digital meter, right? What do we see on a digital meter? What's the input resistance? Yeah, input resistance is always equal to something like 10 meg. How do they do that but measure different voltages?
Adding the resistors.
Yeah, we have a big resistor voltage string here, right? Okay? Right? And all of these resistors always add up to 10 meg, but what do we do on the other side? We pick the different points to pull off the voltage, right? And the voltage goes off to what? Yeah, it goes off to our A to D converter, right? On the handheld meters, it's almost always a 2 volt A to D converter. So, you know, so you change the position to get the voltage you need to go, right? So the low resistor would be like for a very high voltage, right? And as the voltage went down, you'd get closer to the full range, right, of the resistor string. But the important part is the resistance is always 10 meg. That's because the amount of current that flows here is minimal. It's an op-amp kind of circuit. It's many meg ohms, and so no current flows there. Okay? That's how a digital meter measures voltage. How's the digital meter measure current? Do you remember that? It still measures voltage, but what's it do? Now what it does is we switch over and we put essentially a resistor in shunt, right? So 1 amp would produce, if this was a 2 volt A to D, it'd be like a 2 ohm resistor. And that 1 amp flows through. No, that's why the digital ammeter, multimeters usually have that extra terminal for current, right? There's a voltage terminal, there's a current terminal, and you can't share them like the analog meters, right? It's hard to do, okay? So, but the key is the digital always measures voltage, the analog always measures current. There's obviously fewer and fewer analog applications, but except for people displays, we don't build them much anymore. Okay, galvanometers.